E
But why not? Hey.
de repente é instabilidade. Oh my God.
Deixa eu ver como é que vai estar aqui.
It says here ao vivo.
Peraí, assim. Deixa eu ver aqui.
It seems to have a problem in our screen, so let's just check if it's on. I send it to you. If it's on. Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Yes, it is. So for us, it shows that. Yes, it is. So just close. I'm sorry, guys. Good morning. It's just that in our screen, it's saying that it's still starting, but it has started already. So let's just go. So good morning to all, and today is the day for a prayer, but not just on Sundays. We should pray every day, but today is the day to show a different message and a different reflection. That's what we do here. We read something, we make a reflection, then we put a song and make a prayer or emanate our best vibes for the whole planet and for the humanity. This the text today is the perhaps, and it's part of a book that will be published pretty soon. I'll let you know whenever it's ready. We have been reading many chapters of this book, and those are small chapters, but always a reflection in our lives. So let's see what they have for us today. It's the perhaps. Let us pause and reflect together on the moment of perhaps when it comes to making decisions in life. This adverb suggests that there is or will be a possibility of productive or unproductive actions arising from our decisions. Would you agree? Perhaps places the individual at a crossroads where they must either move forward after making a choice or remain stuck, unable to embrace the possibilities that may or may not unfold once the first steps are taken. All of us experience moments of perhaps. In a certain way, this is part of life itself. Since we are constantly evolving, possibilities will always be present, and it is up to each of us to attract them or push them away. When faced with perhaps, we are always the main actors in our own story, never merely supporting characters. Notice that most of the time we believe that perhaps appears only to place us in a state of indecision, at a crossroads, as previously mentioned. Isn't that true? But have we ever stopped to consider that we should not view it only from this perspective? Why not accept that this movement may also serve to help us visualize and recognize the extent of our expanded understanding of existence? Many may disagree with this reflection. Such a response is admirable, for we are all walking this path of discovery together. The helm is not guided by a single person, but by the sum of all reflections. Since reflection is an ally of perhaps, let us make use of it. If this chapter has caused a certain degree of uneasiness, that is to be expected on this journey, for paralyzing inertia creates difficulties that could otherwise be avoided. Therefore, rather than remaining trapped in the moment of perhaps, refusing to take the first step in giving up the universe that awaits us and offers us opportunities for discovery, let us throw ourselves into it and become fulfilled through it. Let us redefine perhaps today. So, yeah, the message brings us the reflection of actually that we as immortal spirits, because we always talk about the immortality of the spirit here. So it means that our lives is just a learning process. So when we have this perhaps in front of us, it means we have two ways which we have to choose. And choosing a way, it doesn't mean that you're making a mistake or not. Sometimes we're going to choose the longest way. Sometimes we're going to choose a shortcut. But it doesn't mean that one of them are right and one is wrong. It means we are in a process of learning. And even when we choose the longest way, we're going to learn in the process. And later on, whenever we have to face sometimes the same decision in a different, let's see, in a different scenario, we are going to really prove if we learned or not the lesson by choosing the shortest way, right? So we should, as the text says, we shouldn't be like the supporting characters of our lives. We should be the main actors, and this is very true. We shouldn't just follow what people say or do without reflecting. We should really try to think of everything that we learned already on our trajectory. So, not of this life only, but unconsciously, we know about other things that we have lived before. Maybe not consciously, but unconsciously, yes, we do. That's why we should really all the time pay attention to our intuition. The intuition is something that we already know, but we don't really know where we got that from. But we gotta trust our intuition. So yeah, we have to be the main actors of our lives. So we have to really stand up for ourselves and choose a way, right? So we shouldn't be like waiting for someone to tell us what to do. We should reflect on what we should decide on that moment of uncertainty. And if we follow our intuition, if we reflect and think like to do what we think it would be nice for the others, then probably we're going to choose the right way. But if we choose it wrong, that is no problem at all. We are here to learn, and that's the process. Okay, so let's now. Do you want to say anything, Silvio?
Yes, I would like to talk, guys. After these beautiful words of Rita, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and give us the like. It's important for us, okay?
Okay. All right. So now Silvia is gonna put a song for us to reflect and to send our best vibes and our best thoughts to the whole world and to the all the people that live in this planet. Okay. And let's try to help right on this planet transition, which is very hard, but we are part of it. So let's do our share. Right. So I thought of an analogy to this perhaps thing. So when we are taking a test and we have a multiple choice question and we are not so sure about the answer, what happens? We have to choose something. We shouldn't leave it blank. So we have to try something. And if we make the wrong choice, what happens is when we see that we made it wrong, a wrong choice, and we see the correct one, what happens is the next time we see the same question, we're going to choose the correct answer, right? So the same is in life. This perhaps moment will not come just once. It will come twice, three times, many times as we need to learn it. So maybe it will be disguised in a different situation, but the decision to be made has to be the same. So if we make a mistake at first, then we're gonna face the same situation again. And if we learn the lesson, we're going to choose it right for the second or third time. But if not, we're going to make a mistake again and we're going to suffer the consequences because for every action, there is a consequence, right? So this is like this. We have really to keep on going and trying to reach the right answer. But the thing is that in the text it says that sometimes we get stuck and we don't move. So action is something that we shouldn't overview. Action is like it's so important. No matter if you're choosing the right or the wrong way, the right or the wrong path. So acting is so important for the continuation of the learning process, right? And this perhaps it exists only for us beings that are still, you know, a child, spiritually speaking. And that's why we have so many doubts. Once we grow up a little more and we start to be more experienced in life, we end up with less, perhaps, moments. So it's okay to make mistakes now. Let's make mistakes, but we should learn from the mistakes. And this is the key. Okay? So this is it for today. Let's act. No matter if we are not sure what we're going to do, we have to take a decision anyway. And we have to do it ourselves, not, waiting for someone to tell us what to do. Let's reflect always before we take a decision. And this is the lesson for today. Okay? So, would you like to say anything? No?
No,
Okay?
nothing.
All right. So, all right. So I hope you have a very good week ahead. And please, let's pray every day of the week, not just on Sundays. See you next Sunday. May God be with all of us. Thank you for watching.